Hello everyone, welcome to OHM Institute. I am Surendra Reddy, faculty for electrical machines at OHM Institute, Hyderabad. So now the general elections procedure has been completed. So anytime soon we can expect an update from TSGENCO about the examination. So in these last few days, what is the strategy that we need to follow to prepare electrical machines subject? Okay, that is the video. All right. So you know that usually in TS Genco or TS Transco examinations, electrical machines subject weightage is around 10 marks to 12 marks. Okay. But because of the addition of a new syllabus this year, this examination has a new additional syllabus from mechanical background. Therefore, definitely the weightage is going to reduce. So I am expecting maybe 7 marks to 8 marks weightage for electrical machines. Okay. So out of this 7 or 8, how to score maximum marks? Okay, that is the target for this particular video. Now you know that electrical machines has basically 4 parts. Okay, transformers, DC machine, induction machines, and synchronous machines. Of course special machines will also be there. Okay, now you can expect, suppose if the weightage for electrical machines is around 7 to 8, you can expect maximum 1 mark or 2 marks from each machine's topic. Okay, so I would like to give you equal weightage for each machine. So let's say 2 marks from each machine maximum. Okay, so let's say from transformers, in a transformers subject, the weightage is, let us say, 2 marks. In a transformers subject, the weightage is, let us say, 2 marks. So if you wanted to score 2 out of 2, I wanted to score full marks from electrical machines, what are the areas we need to focus? So you can't ask me, sir, 2 marks means 2 questions. That please tell me the 2 topics, I will prepare that. I'm not, I cannot expect the future, right? I can't exactly tell you, yes, question will come from this topic only, this topic only. So to prepare or to score 2 marks, you have to prepare at least 7 to 8 topics. If you are good at 7 to 8 topics, definitely you can score 2 out of 2. If you are good at only 2 topics, you can't score 2 out of 2. Definitely not possible. Okay, so I will try to tell you the top 7 8 important topics from transformers subject, so that if you are perfect in those topics, definitely it is easy to score full marks from transformer subject. Okay, so I will tell you these topics based on the previous trend. That means if you observe past 7 or 8 examination papers, you can easily understand from which area most of the questions are coming. But remember, it is a competitive examination. Question may come from any topic. Actually, we need to prepare each and every topic. But as we have very few days left, okay, so which areas we have to focus more? That is the idea. Okay, so there are many topics in transformers. What are the top, or you can say most important topics, so that there are chances to get good marks? Okay, yes. In that, I'm prioritizing the topics. Which topics I have to give more preference? That is what. Okay. So the first topic that you have to focus is efficiency calculations. Efficiency calculations. So efficiency calculations will have a formula, a condition for maximum efficiency, copper losses, iron losses, power factor related to efficiency calculation, efficiency curve. Okay, so you have to completely prepare this topic. There are good chances are there to get a question from efficiency calculations. Okay, there will be one simple formula. Majority of questions will come from that formula only. That is condition for maximum efficiency. Okay, so efficiency topic is very important. The next most important topic is three-phase transformers, especially three-phase transformer connections. Like we have 4 different connections possible: star star connection, star delta, delta star, and delta delta. And how questions will come from these connections? Very simple. So primary is star, secondary is delta. If a primary side line voltage is, let us say, 400 volt, what will be the secondary side phase voltage, or secondary side line voltage? So majority of questions will come from line voltage phase voltage relations. So you need to be very clear in star what is the relationship between line voltage phase voltage, line current phase current. On the delta side, what is the relation between line voltage phase voltage and line current and phase current? So most of the questions will come from these relationships. Okay, that is another important area you have to focus on. Okay, three-phase transformer connections. And the next most important topic is testing, especially OC test and SC test. Questions will come from these two testings. What is the purpose of OC test? And what are the conditions, okay, during OC test? Is voltage rated value or current rated value or frequency rated value? What losses we can find out from that test? Okay, how to transfer parameters of OC test from LV side to HV side or HV side to LV side? Okay, what is the equivalent circuit during OC test? Similarly, SC test, what is the voltage condition, current condition, equivalent circuit, Z per unit calculations? Okay, so these are the this is the third most important area you have to focus. Okay, right. And the next most important area is EMF equation. EMF equation of a transformer. Okay, so from EMF equations there are certain conclusions. Okay, so what is the relationship between size and frequency, size and flux density? Okay, there are relations. Those relations you have to be focused on. And also what is voltage ratio from primary to secondary, secondary to primary. And also you have to focus on EMF equation in three-phase transformers as well. Okay, EMF equation is another important area. Okay, next you can expect questions from equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit of the transformer. Okay, primary side circuit, secondary side circuit, how to transfer parameters from primary to secondary, secondary to primary. Also in the equivalent circuit we have a series branch parameters and we also have shunt branch parameters. What series branch parameters are indicating, what are their significances, and what is a shunt branch significance, and what are the components we have in shunt branch, etc. Okay, and also you should be able to identify you should be able to implement KVL and KCL equations in the equivalent circuit. That is the next most important area. These are the top 5 topics I can list out because I wanted to make sure that 7 or 8 topics, if you prepare, easy to get 2 marks in transformers. Okay, if you prepare only 3 or 4 topics, it's difficult. All right, so this is the 5th one. And coming to the 6th most important topic is auto transformers. Yes, there are more questions from auto transformers in the previous examinations. Auto transformers topic is very simple. There will be 2 simple formulas in auto transformers. If you did not prepare auto transformers, at least revise those 2 formulas. That is how to convert 2-winding transformer to auto transformer, and a comparison between the two. What is the conduction power? What is induction power? What is the formula for VA rating of auto transformer when compared to 2-winding transformer? Okay, so auto transformers topic is very important. And the next important topic is parallel operation. Parallel operation of transformers. Okay, so what are the conditions to be satisfied to connect any 2 transformers in parallel? Conditions for single phase transformers in parallel and 3-phase transformers in parallel. And also you need to study what is the power rating, power sharing by each transformer when 2 transformers are connected in parallel. Okay, so if you revise these topics, that will be easy. Okay, and I would like to list out the next topic also, another important topic where you can expect questions, that is phasor diagram. Phasor diagram of the transformer. Okay, so there will be 2 phasor diagrams. One will be phasor diagram under no load condition, and the second one is phasor diagram when the transformer was connected to some load. Okay, so this is another area you have to focus. So I'm sure if you prepare these 8 topics, definitely good chances are there to score 2 out of 2 from transformers. But remember, I told you already, it's a competitive examination, so questions may come from any area. You can't predict question will come from this area only or that area only. There are 10 more topics in transformers usually we will discuss in classroom. Okay, there are previous questions from those topics also. I'm not saying you leave them. Okay, what I am saying is, for the last few days left with us, those who have not studied transformers so far, you can at least prepare these topics so that you can score full marks. Okay, chances are there to score full marks. Okay, so don't leave these topics. At least you may leave the other topics, but at least these topics you should not leave, and you have to prepare at any cost. Okay, right. Now let's move to DC machines. Okay, I am expecting 2 marks from DC machines also. Okay, overall 1 or 2 marks. Sometimes who knows that 3 marks may also come. Okay, One machine may have only 1 mark weightage, other machine may have 3 or 4 marks weightage also. Anything will happen in competitive examination. We have to be prepared to face anything. Okay, right. So let's talk about DC machines. Okay, now in DC machines also there are two things. One is DC generators topic, another one is DC motors topic. But majority of questions will come from DC motors. If you observe the past trend, 5-6 examinations, if you observe, majority of questions are coming from DC motors. Okay, so let's see what are the top areas you have to focus to get good marks from DC machines. Okay, I'm prioritizing the top. The first area is uh, types of DC motors. Types of DC motors. Okay, so we have separately excited DC motor, shunt excited motor, series and compound excited motors. When I said types of DC motors, you have to be very clear about their equivalent circuits and KVL and KCL equations. How to find out back EMF and what is the relation between torque and armature current, power and torque. Okay, all these formulas you need to be familiar with so that you can easily answer the questions. Okay, so that is one area you have to focus on, types of DC motors. And the second most important area is speed control. Speed control of DC motors. Okay, how to control the speed of shunt motor and how to control the speed of a series motor. There are different methods are there. Armature resistance control method, field flux control method, armature voltage control method. Okay, so revise all the speed control techniques. And in the speed control topic, most important thing is when a disturbance is created in a motor by adding some resistance or by changing some voltage, how to find out new steady state armature current. That is very, very important. Okay, so I request all of you, please revise this topic clearly. Okay, speed control of DC motors. And the next important area where you can expect questions from DC machines is braking techniques. Okay, so how to stop a DC motor which is already running at rated speed. There are three types of braking techniques available, dynamic braking, plugging and regenerative braking. So all the three types of braking techniques are important, and how to calculate armature current and braking torque in all these conditions and characteristics are very important while studying about braking methods. Okay, now next most important topic is armature reaction and commutation process. So what is armature reaction and what are the disadvantages of armature reaction and how to overcome the disadvantages of armature reaction. Okay, and similarly what is commutation process, what are the disadvantages of commutation process and how to overcome the problems of commutation process. So this is another important area where you can expect questions. Okay, next, the next important thing is construction of DC machine. Okay, so stator construction, rotor construction, and the most important part of construction is commutator and brush system construction. Okay, so please revise the construction. These are the two areas where you can expect theoretical questions, mostly very important. Okay, right. So construction of DC machine, I would like to list at least 7-8 topics so that you can score 2 marks easily. Okay, and the sixth most important area is types of DC generators. Okay, so earlier we have studied about the types of DC motors. Okay, and similarly the types of DC generators we have. Okay, and equivalent circuit, KVL equation, KCL equation, etc. all are very important. That is types of DC generators. Okay, next important area is you can say characteristics of DC motors. Characteristics of DC motors. Okay, there will be three characteristics: speed current characteristics, torque current characteristics, and speed torque characteristics. This is another important area. Okay, from where you can expect questions. Okay, especially from characteristics of DC motors, we will understand what are the applications of that particular motor, for which application that motor is useful, what is no load speed, what is a full load speed, how to calculate armature resistance from the characteristics of DC motors, etc. Okay, so please revise the characteristics of DC motors also. And last but not least, that is EMF equation of DC generator. Okay, there will be simple formula Z by A into P phi N by 60. You can expect question, what is lap winding, what is wave winding, okay, what are the number of parallel paths when lap and wave connections are given, etc. Okay, so these are the top 8 areas you cannot leave before the examination. Okay, at least these 8 areas if you study, you can score good number of marks from DC machines. Okay, right. All right, so now let's move to the third machine category, induction machines. So I can say arguably induction machines is one of the difficult machines subject, because there will be always some confusion. Okay, if you attended the classes and listened the lectures carefully, it will be easy. Otherwise, if you are trying on your own, most of the times the confusion will be there. That's why those who are preparing on their own, self preparing students, have to give more attention towards the subject. Okay, so I am expecting around 1 or 2 marks from this subject also. Okay, yes. Now what are there are many topics available in induction machine. Okay, many topics. And what are the important topics we have to study to score good number of marks from induction machine subject? Yes, my top priority, the first one is slip calculations. Okay, slip calculations. So how to calculate slip from an induction motor? If a slip was given, how to find out rotor speed? If rotor speed was given, how to find out slip? Or if a slip was given, how to find out rotor frequency? Or if rotor frequency was given, how to find out slip? Okay, and also how to find out a slip if rotor was rotating in the direction of field? How to find out slip if rotor was rotating opposite to the direction of the field? How to find out slip if machine is excited from stator side? How to find out slip if machine is excited from rotor side? All these cases you have to thoroughly study. You can expect at least one question from slip calculations of induction motor. Okay, right. And the next important area is power flow diagram. Okay, very easy topic and also very important topic, that is power flow diagram, in the sense if input power was given, how to find out air gap power? Or if air gap power was given, how to find out output power? How to find out efficiency of induction motor, etc. Okay, this is another important area you have to focus on. Okay, next important thing is V by F speed control method. So there are many speed control methods available, but V by F speed control method is extremely important, because we can control the speed both below the rated value as well as above the rated value. So how to control the speed below the rated value? How to control the speed above the rated value? Below the rated value, V by F ratio must be maintained constant. Above the rated value, V must be maintained constant, but frequency will continuously increase. Okay, for what applications we will use? How to find out new speed if old speed was given? So you have to thoroughly study this V by F control method. Okay, this is another important area. Now the fourth important area is torque slip characteristics. Okay, torque slip characteristics. You can expect good number of questions from torque slip characteristics of induction motor also. What is nonlinear zone? Where is linear zone? How to find out stability? What is starting torque? What is a maximum torque? What is a breakdown torque? What is a full load torque? Okay, yes, that is important. Next important area, torque equations. Yes, torque equations. There are many torque equations: starting torque, maximum torque, condition for maximum torque, SMT, slip at maximum torque, NMT, speed at maximum torque. So torque equations are important, and also relation among them, right? Relation between starting torque and maximum torque, relation between starting torque and full load torque, relation between maximum torque and full load torque. Okay, these are very important. This is the fifth preferable area to score good marks. And then the sixth one is going to be starting methods. Especially auto transformer starting and star delta starting, you have to focus. Okay, there are good chances to get questions from starting methods of induction motor. So first you need to understand what are the problems when induction motor was directly switched on from power system, that is what we call it as a DOL method. And then auto transformer method, star delta method, etc. Okay, this is another important area, starting methods of three-phase induction motor. And the last one is single phase induction motors. This is another important area. What are the types of single phase induction motor? Why single phase induction motors were not able to start on their own? And what is a split phase induction motor? What are the different varieties of split phase induction motor that we have and their characteristics? Which motor is used for which application? Okay, etc. So this is another important area. These 7 topics you must prepare at any cost to score good marks in induction machines subject. Remaining topics are choice for you. If you have time, please revise the other topics as well. If you don't have time, at least these 7 topics you have to concentrate, okay, so that you can score good marks from induction machines subject. Okay, remember one thing, I am again warning everybody, it's a competitive examination. You can expect question from any topic. Okay, you can't blame me after examination, sir didn't told in that video that question will come from other topic. A question did not came from whatever the topics are told in this video. Don't try to blame me. I'm saying these are the important topics. There are other topics as well. You can revise my classroom notes to understand what are the other topics. We can prepare. Okay, right. Now let's move to the last part, that is a synchronous machines subject. So this is one of the machines where you can expect traditional questions, or you can say straightforward questions. You write any examination, there are certain standard questions will come always from synchronous machines. So the first important area is V and inverted V curves. So this is nothing but a synchronous machine connected to infinite bus bar, and if excitation is variable but active power is constant, then you have to study about V and inverted V curves. Questions will definitely come from this area. Second important topic is parallel operation. Parallel operation of synchronous generators. Okay, what are the conditions to be satisfied to connect any two alternators in parallel? What happens if excitation was varying? Then reactive power sharing will happen. What happens if active power is varying, or you can say steam input is varying? Then active power sharing will happen. Conditions, synchronizing current, etc. Okay, this is another important area. Next important area is circle diagram. Circle diagram doesn't mean it is actual circle diagram of the machine. The phasor looks like a circle. This is a topic where excitation is constant. Excitation is constant and active power is variable. So the first topic, V and inverted V curve. V and inverted V curve. This is excitation is variable, active power is constant, but this is excitation is constant and active power is variable. This is another area where you can expect good number of questions. Okay, and the next area is synchronous condenser. Okay, synchronous condenser. Synchronous condenser is nothing but an overexcited synchronous motor which is under no load condition. It always generate reactive power which will be used to correct the power factors in power system. Okay, so study about synchronous condenser also. And the next important area is EMF equation. EMF equation, especially in EMF equation, how to calculate pitch factor, how to calculate distribution factor, what are their formulas of pitch factor and distribution factor with respect to harmonic components, etc. This is another important topic you have to study, okay, in synchronous machines subject. And then you have to focus on construction of synchronous machine also. What is a salient pole construction, what is cylindrical rotor construction, what is a damper winding, why damper winding is used, okay, etc. This is another important area. And then power angle characteristics. Okay, power angle characteristics. So power angle characteristics means indirectly you have to study about active power equation and reactive power equation. So what is the condition for maximum active power? What is the condition for maximum reactive power? And also you have to study about two reaction theory. That is another topic which is involved here. Two reaction theory means it is the concept where a salient pole machine will be studied. Okay, so in two reaction theory, salient pole machine, the direct axis reactance and quadrature axis reactance will not be equal. Xd will be always greater than xq. And also how to find out active power equation in salient pole machine. What is reluctance power? What is electromagnetic power? You have to study. Okay, that's all. These are the top areas where you can expect questions from synchronous machines subject. Okay, there are other areas as well, but I can say these are the main topics where you can expect maximum number of questions. And the last one is a special machines. You can expect a maximum of one question from this special machines topic. I would like to prefer stepper motor. There are good chances to get a question from stepper motor. So there are many special motors are available. Question may come from any such machine. Okay, but more chances are there to get a question from stepper motor. How to find out step angle? Okay, what are the different types of stepper motors? For what applications a stepper motor is used, etc. Okay, I also suggest to study about reluctance motor also. Okay, reluctance motor, you can find out these special motors topics in our YouTube channel. Go to electrical machines playlist, you will find electrical machines subject. Electrical machines playlist, you have all the special motors I discussed in YouTube. Okay, so these are the two motors at least you can focus on. There are other machines also like servo motors. Okay, universal motor, double cage induction motor. There are many types of special motors are there, but I can say these two are the important special motors that we have. Okay, that's it. So at least this video is especially for those students who are not confident about electrical machines. Okay, if you are not confident about electrical machines, at least you try to revise these topics so that there are good chances to get marks from electrical machines. Okay, so in the last few days give your best and you will be able to score good marks. Okay, so I I'm not giving any motivational lectures here. That is waste of time. We are all working for a single point agenda. That is, you wanted to crack this exam. That's it. That is a single point agenda. There is no more motivation required for you. Okay, so a single point agenda. You are going to crack this GENCO examination at any cost. For that, whatever hard work you have to put in, whatever the revision is required, whatever the care you have to take, that you have to follow. Okay, right. So that's it. Thank you so much.